This is Gerre, singer of Tankard, and you're listening to Metal Nation Radio.
Greetings from India, Gerre. Rest in Beer, your new album is definitely Tankard's most strongest, insane album till date. What's your opinion on that?
I think, it's a little bit straighter, and the songs are more on point than the last album. I still love A Girl Called Sevessa, but I think it's also a little bit harder. And the production, we are really satisfied with the production. So we have, on the one hand, a really heavy sound,
right?
Really heavy guitars. On the other hand, we have a very transparent sound. You can hear out every instrument very clear, especially the bass.
Right.
So we are really satisfied and looking forward for the release now.
Wonderful. Now, the album is just few days, a week away, and you guys have released a new video as well. So what has been the best response from your fans till now?
Yeah, the response is quite good. Now it's more than 1 week. It's a video clip online of the title track, R.I.B. Rest in Beer.
Yes.
And we had a couple of thousand clicks, that's views, that's quite good. And there's also Food by Your Guts.
Right.
As a lyric video outside. And for that song, we will put out another video in the next couple of weeks.
Great.
It will be,
wonderful.
And we have quite good reviews in the magazines, and I think the Tankard fans will like it.
Brilliant. And one thing I've noticed about the album is the songwriting is very strong and very diverse on this album. So what was the approach this time you guys took?
So, yes, we don't sit together and discuss how the next album has to sound or in which direction it goes. So we just start with songwriting, mostly too late, like this time, too late, but I think Tankard is a band who needs this kind of time pressure to write good songs. And so the songs straight coming from heart, and there's nothing special to say about the songwriting. So I get a CD from Andy is writing the most songs. I get a CD from him with several guitar parts, and I try to see lines, and then I go back to Andy's house. He has which parts we can take, which parts we which parts we throw away, and song is created by Tankard.
Wonderful. And while listening to the album, I could easily figure out that in terms of arrangements and in terms of the intensity of the album, it's very strong. I probably haven't come across such a strong Tankard album till now.
Oh, okay, thank you. The people have to decide which one is the best one. So, as I told you before, we are really satisfied with the results.
Right.
Now it's the second album, promotion stuff. They have a lot of power and push Tankard really, and so we are really looking forward.
Wonderful.
Thanks again for your words.
No problem at all, sir. And Germany is known for Tankard and beer. Now this best combination can only be experienced in an album, and R.I.B. delivers it.
Yeah, so R.I.B. is another word game, of course. Rest in peace, and we did R.I.B. Rest in Beer.
Right.
And I would say we always try to do a good mixture of serious songs and funny songs. So we have a lot of serious songs also on this album, like War Cry, like Hope Can't Die, like Enemy of All. We did everything for that kind of image in the beginning of our career with albums like Chemical Invasion and The Morning After.
Right.
Later in the 90s, we really wanted to get a little bit rid of it, and but that failed totally. And nowadays, we have a lot of our old image, and a lot of people would use Tankard.
Absolutely. Now it's been 32. Right. It's been 32 years since Tankard has been in the business. Now you have seen generation of metal fans from all cultures, age, etc. How far do you think has thrash metal come since you guys started?
Yeah. So the thrash metal thing, yeah, it began with the first Exodus, the first Exciter, with the first Slayer, the first Metallica album.
Right.
And then the thrash metal wave come over to Europe, especially to Germany. And then we had a big wave. And then we had some hard times in the middle of the 90s until the end of the 90s.
True.
Thrash metal was not very popular.
True.
But now slowly it got back, and my honest opinion is that thrash metal will survive. I mean, there will always be some waves, more popular, less popular, but thrash will survive. I'm 100% sure for that.
Wonderful. Now, Tankard has one of the most craziest, most loving and the most dedicated fan base around the world. Now, wherever you guys play, if it's heat or if it's pouring rain, every fan will be there to witness. What do you have to say about this dedication of your fans?
We have a very big support all over the world. I mean, it's this metal thing, you know, metal is all over the world, so the people really don't care from which country do you come, which color do you have,
right.
You know, if you're religious or not, and this is really amazing. And of course we want to love to come to India one day. I know that there is a big festival.
Yes.
I forgot the name, but Sodom was supposed to play there, but I think they cancelled. But
yes.
we really would love to come to India to play. That would be really amazing.
It will be an honor, sir. We have had Creator come here. Sodom, last moment it got cancelled, but I just hope that you guys come over here to India because you have such a strong, such a solid fan base here.
Yeah, that would be amazing. So if you have any contacts or... Yeah, they have to write our manager Booker.
Absolutely.
And make an offer, and that would be really amazing to come over to have a good time together.
True. Now, let me ask you this question. Like, you guys are in 40s now. Like, how does it feel to be, you know, in your 40s? Did you ever get moments where you decided to tell yourself that you have to control on the volume of beer you drink?
So, as I told you, this was the kind of image. Of course, we still love to drink beer. You know, before we go on stage, we very less because we want to give the people a good show.
Right.
So, sometimes in the beginning of our career, we drank too much before the show. That's not good for the fans. And so we have strict rules in the band that only drink a couple of beers 2 hours before the show, and what will happen after the show, nobody cares, but before the show we are have a big discipline.
It's party time.
Yeah, after the show we can be party time, yeah. But you know, we are not the youngest anymore, so
right.
it's not as wide as 30 years ago or 25 years ago.
True.
But we still sometimes really love to party.
Absolutely. Now, we all know that the Football World Cup is going to start from today. So, which teams are you betting on winning this year's World Cup?
So I'm a big football fan for myself. My local team here is Eintracht Frankfurt. Of course, I watch the World Cup, and yeah. So I think they are always still the same strong teams, like Brazil, like Italy,
right.
Maybe Germany, maybe Uruguay and Chile. We play now there the very first time. It'd be cool if they go to the first round.
Wonderful. Now, what's the plan for rest of the 2014? You guys are on tour, so which countries are you guys touring this time?
So we don't do really long tours because everybody in the band has a record, and we try to spend all our activities of the band. We played now in festival. Now we're gonna play in Germany in the Metal Fest. Then we go to Finland to Tuska Festival, is the biggest festival in Finland.
Right.
Yeah. Then I told you the very first time to Australia, and yeah, keep on going. to Spain again, Greece, Slovenia, all over Europe. So, yeah, to come to India. So
Absolutely.
That would be cool to contact.
If I have to end the interview on a very small note by asking you a question to define Rest in Beer in just one sentence.
Full of energy and some funny lyrics, some serious lyrics, so check it out, ladies.
Wonderful, Gerrit. Thank you so much again for spending time with you. The connection has been a bit tough, but I'm glad we were able to talk.
Yeah, so we got it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, have a nice evening or day. I don't know which time it is at the moment.
It's night. It's 10:30 p.m.
Okay. then have a good night and hopefully it's a long day in India.
You too, sir.